Now we've covered Part A and Part B. Now let's kind of put it all together. With having Part A and B, you have something that's going to cover you in the hospital. You're going to have something that's going to cover you outside of the hospital. But you have all these costs that's left over that we've been talking about. Now, for the majority of the population, there's two ways of covering this, and we're going to call it simply option one, which is going to be your reactive care type of plans, and you're going to have option two, which is your preventative care side of things. Now, both programs work extremely well. We have both that runs in the United States, and almost half the population takes option one, and almost half the population takes option two. What we're going to go into is we're just trying to cover those extras, that extra money that's going out. We're going to try to figure out a way to overcome those and make it a little bit smoother for your pocketbook. Whether you choose option one or you choose option two, totally up to you, but we're going to try to help guide you through it. Now, in Medicare, Medicare supplements, they're also called Medigap plans. There's two that everybody seems to know about, or at least I'm going to start off with two. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a dozen of them. Just remember this: Medicare supplements follow suit behind Medicare. Medicare is a program that operates in all the United States. As long as you can find a doctor that is willing to see you under straight Medicare, your Medicare card is going to be accepted. Medicare supplements follow suit behind Medicare. Whatever that doctor is, if he takes Medicare, your supplement can come in behind you to help offset those costs. Now, the two most popular plans that's bid on the market is Plan F and Plan G, and we're going to talk briefly about both. Plan F, think of Plan F equals fully. F equals fully. And what I mean by that is all the cost that's left over from Part A, the initial charge going into the hospital, the daily charges, and all that is covered under Plan F, Medicare supplement. Also, all your Part B charges, except for that monthly premium, that's set aside. But all the 20% and all the deductible and everything on the Part B is also covered at 100% by a Plan F. So let's take this scenario of saying, let's say you just had a slip, fall, fell down one stair and cracked an ankle or something. The ambulance had to come get you, take you to the hospital, and do all the work they needed to do to take care of you. Now, regardless of how much work was done, as long as it was covered under Part A, Medicare, and Part B, Medicare, and whatever that bill that's left over, if you had a Plan F supplement, it would take care of that entire bill. That's how Medicare supplements work. Now, Medicare Plan F is available, and I'm not making suggestions, I'm just saying it is available for anyone that turned 65 or was Medicare eligible before the year 2020. Now, I don't want you to beat me up because I know that doesn't apply to everyone. But if you're turned 65, Medicare eligible before 2020, you can still get a Plan F. Now, the rest of us that got Medicare age after the year 2020, what's available to you is something called a Plan G. It would be the highest level of a plan that's available to you to cover the majority of what's left over from Medicare. Plan G is still a good plan, so G equals good, still a good, great plan. The only difference between a Plan G and a Plan F is that Part B deductible. That Part B deductible is not covered under Plan G where it would have been under Plan F. The benefit of that is it's still a great plan. It'll still take care of everything left over from Medicare. One last thing. Anything that's not paid for by Medicare, a supplement will not pay for it either. Again, Medicare supplements follow suit behind Medicare. Medicare says yes, they pick up the difference. If Medicare says no, they do not. Now, one last thing about Medicare supplements. The way Medicare supplements are mostly sold is on I hate to say it, but it's more like a fear-based situation. Everybody wants to come up with cancer, heart attack, stroke, and you want to be able to go to New York or California or anywhere in between to receive health care. The truth of the matter is, yes, you can do that, But that is not how normal people receive care. Most people receive care in the geographical location where they already live. Because typically when you receive care, there's a lot of follow-up visits taking place. So to be able to travel 100, 200, 500, 1,000 miles back and forth to see a doctor because you can, most people cannot do that or want to do that. They want to receive their care and all their treatment in a geographical location of where probably within 75 miles, 50 miles of wherever you live. The other thing about a Medicare supplement that's kind of odd is Medicare supplement pays the bills when something bad happens, and they do a very good job at it. Whatever happens that's covered by Medicare, you never have to worry about it. The supplement would take care of the bill. That's what they're designed for. What you also have to be careful of, Medicare supplements have nothing to do with preventative care. They are designed to take care of a problem as it's happening or once it's happening. Medicare supplements, there's nothing about them that are designed to keep things from happening in the first place. So under reactive care, yes, they work extremely well. These programs also work well for that person that typically want to do their own thing. They really don't want to, they want to have a doctor on the side just in case, but other than that, they want to do their own thing. They may want to do acupuncture, or they may want to do some Eastern medicine mixed in with their Medicare. The Medicare supplement plans will give you max flexibility to do that kind of thing. So there is a place for them. I have plenty of clients that are on Medicare supplements, but it's not for everybody. You have to make sure you are the type of person that can fit into that reactive care world. Another thing about Medicare supplements I want to mention is that they do require an extra monthly premium on your behalf, a monthly payment. Now, you have to be careful when you're shopping for Medicare supplements. And of course, if you need any help with any of this, guys, just give us a call. We're more than happy to walk you through it. But a Medicare supplement, at the very beginning, it's going to be, when you're first turning 65, first getting on that plan, it's going to be the most inexpensive that plan ever is. If you're new to being 65, depending on the area you're in, you may find plans that start off under $100 per month. You may talk about Plan G's, you may find a plan that starts off at $90 a month, $80 a month. But regardless of where it starts, understand, as you get older, regardless of how much you use it, it's going to increase every single year. Wherever it starts, somewhere around the age, let's say mid-80s, 85 or so, you're going to be up at about the mid-$300 range. So you just be aware, wherever you start, it's not going to stay there. There's no grandfathered in. Every year, it's just going to continue to increase as you get older and as you use it. The other thing about shopping for a Medicare supplement plan that throws people off is if you start off with a plan that is not nationally recognized, just be careful. Plans that are not nationally recognized or has not been in the market for a long period of time, they're looking for clients. That's the reason that price is so low. Now, your first 6 months of shopping for on Part B or turning 65, you have a period there that they're not going to ask any healthcare questions at all. So you can get in that almost any plan you want to, but it's going to go up. So after the first 6 months, they know that you are now have to go through medical background checks in order to change from one Medicare supplement plan to the next. So I like to personal opinion, I like to stick with brands that are more nationally known and the plans that have been on the market for an extended period of time. The reason is very simple for me. You may pay more to start off. You may not pay that $90. You may pay $125, $130. The issue is they don't increase near about as quickly. So you got a much level playing field all the way up to about age 85. It doesn't increase and get there near about as fast. So low price, faster acceleration, higher price, more nationally known companies tend to be a little bit more stable.